Hi, I wanted to show anyone who's interested who has never done a rubric for speeches before, how basically how to do it. So here's my quick and dirty little tutorial. So it is the rubrics, if you haven't gone to them before, are under the course admin link. Under assessment, here's the rubrics. And I've just created rubrics for the speeches. I know you can create them for any assignment, but it just makes it so easy to grade the speeches while you're watching the video and don't have to download and send them any evaluation forms. So I'll just show you the informative speech one since that's the one coming up next. Here's the one I created. So you can do each I did each category of this section of the speech separately in each category. So each item is listed here on the left, and the grade points are listed up here. I just do each in my rubric 5 points for each item, 100-point speech. So you can see that. Then the body of the speech, I just have, so each of these, and I can show you what that looks like after I'm done here in my actual speech, how it looks like in the discussion board. I have all my students submit their speeches in the discussion, since then they can watch each other's. Since the informative speech requires research, three sources, three oral citations required. So I do 3 points each. So 9 points if they had all three, 6 points for missing one, etc. The conclusion of the speech, just those 2 items. Then the delivery. So you get the idea. I require note cards, and I let them know they have to show them in the video at least once. Time requirement. And I think I needed one other 5-point category, so I tacked that on at the bottom. So let's go back to the create the rubric. Unless you want to just see what that looks like when you actually do it. I might even have a student who has submitted theirs early, and I can show you how to, oh, look at that. One student who, so you can tell, and so when you're in the assignment itself, in order to attach the rubric, once you create it, it'll just show up in, all of your rubrics show up together. And so under the assessment, when you are in editing the assignment itself, sorry if this is rudimentary info, but I'm just covering everything in case you aren't familiar with any of this. So right here, add a rubric. When you click add the rubric, all of those rubrics that I had there. So just click that and add selected, pretty easy. And then it's in there. All right. So back down to, I can just show you how easy it is to grade. And I'll show you how I grade it too. I open the video in a separate window and just kind of minimize the 2 separate windows. Where's hers? Julie Nichols was the one who. So when I am in assessing the discussion for each student, the rubric just shows up right there. And so this is what it looks like. And then it's, you just check the box. And then I like to, and I'll show you how to do this too. You can add feedback as to why you took any points off, to give them the feedback under each item. Body, conclusion, delivery, and overall. And then it just automatically tallies it up for you as you go. And it's easy to change. So really quick, I'll just show you how so she uploaded hers to YouTube. I've had students uploaded to Dropbox, Google Drive. Those are the main three that are easy to. So I right click. Well, I'm on a Mac, but so I double click, but PC. So right click, open the link in a new window. And so then her video can be minimized as I. Okay.
Okay. My name is Julie Nichols, and I'm going to do a speech on women in softball. With softball being a competitive sport.
So there you go. So as I'm watching the video, I just go through and grade it as I'm watching it. And then it will do the total score automatically for me. And any additional feedback. So anyway, that is it. Oh, undo that. Okay. Oh, wait, I don't want to. Yes, I do want to. Okay. So so that's what it looks like, and that's how you grade it once you have it. Back to creating a rubric. So to create a new rubric, I just edited the basic form that it gives you. I know there's a lot of different types: analytic, holistic, scoring points. I just do the points, analytic, the one that is default that comes up. And then so you can type, write whatever your criterion is. So on this column, if you remember, I had the different criterion for, let's say, the introduction, effectively introduced the topic or whatever that was, would be there. And then excellent. I did 5 points for excellent. So they only have 4 here. So you can add as many as you want up here. So you just click the add to add, if you want it to be 10 points, each can add 10 of these. And it just requires you to have a little label. You can just label it 1 through 10 or 1 through 5 or whatever you want. And it automatically has the feedback thing in there. Like you saw, it shows up there on the feedback form when you're grading it. You can add a new level before. The level is like what I did. So this, oh, that's not what I want. Oh, that's adding it before and after for the point values. How did they do? Oh, here we go. Criteria group. Criteria group is, so like this criteria group, I had as the introduction of the speech, then I had the body of the speech. And then, so the criterion, then when you want to add, so this would, I don't know, be, that's not the exact criterion I had, but just for an example's sake. So you have one about the main points, one about organization, something like that. etc. So you can just add criterion that goes here, add this on this side or this side, and that adds the point values. That's it. Hopefully that was helpful. And obviously name the rubric whatever you want. I like how up here too, in the edit the rubric section, so I tried out a couple different rubrics to see what worked, and I didn't want to mistakenly use the wrong rubric. So you can put draft here if you want it to, edit for future purposes and not accidentally select it in the assignment. So you can do that too. All right, hopefully that's helpful.